Hello friends, in our last video we completed discussing the analysis of uh, different types of 10-year financial statements like P&L, balance sheet, cash flow statement and so on. This video is just a more of a curiosity or a kind of comparison between two different models. If you remember in one of our previous video we launched or we shared a very basic cash flow statement with only 3 line items, and we gave very simple prompts. This is a cash flow statement. Please analyze and share your inferences. Where ChatGPT gave a detailed output and similarly a bit sophisticated prompt of what are the sources and use of the funds, from where the money comes and where the money goes. So whatever output we got is on your right hand side on the word file, and this same prompt and output I want to test on Claude. So whatever you see, the image has been already uploaded. So I'm going to now give the same prompt to Claude to see what is the kind of output that I'm going to get. The output is slightly different, but more or less it's giving something similar to like operating activities, investing finance activities, and key observations. This is slightly different than whatever we got from the uh, chat GPT. Net cash inflow financing activities. Let me take only financing activities. Okay, it clearly pinpoints when was the large finance inflows or borrowings done. Then it says that it is primarily due to external funding. That also is clear. Okay, and prior fluctuations. It even gives up prior values, whereas here you don't find anything like that. So this is the kind of output what we get from Cloud, and we'll try even the second prompt. Please analyze cash flow and give the sources and uses of funds. So sources of funds based on the source of funds. Here also you can find that it talks about financing activities. Here too we have the financing activities where that 709,859 crores and all comes. So that is clearly pointed out here. Then operating activities, some money is coming, and uses of funds. It is investing heavily. So uses of funds, it is investing heavily wherever that 70 crores and 688 crores, 668 crores. That has come out very well in both the models. Operating activities, and here it points out as operating losses. Most of the year there is losses. So here also it points out, instead of saying losses, it's saying that significant cash outflows and repayment of debt. But here you don't have that mention on. There's a small repayment of debt. Then key insights. Here also you have key observations. Finance-driven growth model, sustainability concerns, investment to return gap, and liquidity management. So here you got a slightly different output than what we saw in ChatGPT. Now let me repeat that for Gemini. The image has been already uploaded, so I'm going to only just give the cash flow statement for output. Okay. Here it starts with just defining what is cash flow statement and so on. Cash flow generated from company's core business. So it's gives the academic background of what is what first, and then okay, there has been consistently negative cash flow, volatility in operating cash flow, financing. There's a huge amount of borrowings. Then there has been some improvement in the recent times that is there, and what are the potential concerns and recommendations. So this is also fairly comparable with whatever we saw in ChatGPT. Let me go with the second prompt. So please analyze the cash flow statement. And second prompt should talk about the sources of funds. Yes. Here also it's talking about operating activities, financing activities, and where the funds are deployed. Yes. But only thing is it's not so detailed, like how much money, which year, which month, all that details is not here. If you see here, you find that year ending March 2023, year ending March 2024, what was the cash inflows, means money was raised. So you have that specific details, whereas I don't find anything in Gemini coming out like that. It doesn't have any specific details of what amount of cash was raised and where it was deployed. I mean, how much and where it was deployed. It just says financing and operating activities are source of fund, and this was used for operating activities, that is the working capital needs, and investing activities. So insights, insights is okay, but still I'm not comfortable with the kind of output that I got from Gemini. Reason being, it is not a bit deeper, or it is not where I can make a sense out of numbers. See here, if you see onto the right, I can make a sense out of the numbers. Yes, March 2023 was a strong year with 115 crores cash inflow and use of funds. These 2 years it has deployed heavily for investing activities. So there is some sense of numbers which is coming out here, which I don't find here. Uses of funds, they just say it was invested and borrowed and invested, those kind of things. So I would still give a thumbs up to ChatGPT in this example. And ChatGPT and Claude are comparable almost. So there's nothing good or the best model, but each model has its own pros and cons. But in this case, it's very clear that ChatGPT and Claude are much ahead than whatever we get from Gemini. Friends, next video we'll discuss about management quality analysis. Quite often we talk about management quality, but we don't know how to evaluate it. There are easy ways to evaluate where you can get a lot of insights from published information. So next video will be dedicated to management quality. Till then, bye. Thank you very much.